Hello, my name is Crowley with No Lift Install System, and to begin, I want to congratulate you on investing in a No Lift Install System power tilt model. It's an investment for the business that you've worked so hard to build, and it's an investment in the professional installers that you employ. In this video, we're simply going to show you how to unbox the power tilt cart and get it ready for installation. So your power tilt is going to arrive on a pallet with a cardboard box on top of it like this. It's also going to have some straps on it, and so to begin, you just cut those two straps, and then you're going to remove the staples that are around the base of the cardboard box. From there, you simply want to pick the box up, lift it off the cart, and set it aside. Now I want to point out that you're going to want to keep and protect that box as well as the pallet, because in the event that you want to return your power tilt unit, you need to have the pallet and the box to ship it back to us with. You will find a number of boxes and accessories on the pallet of your power tilt model. First and foremost, your outriggers, then your DeWalt battery and charger, your suction cups, and then your accessory box, which includes your two remote controls, your operator's manual, and the clips for attaching your long shepherd hooks. So the first thing we're going to do is cut the strap that holds the cart to the pallet, and I want to point out that this install cart is ready to install off the pallet. There is no assembly required. We do recommend, though, that the first thing you do is remove the batteries and charge them or top them off before you take the cart to the job site for the first time. So we'll begin at the ground and work our way up. And so to start, we'll talk about the 10-inch diameter solid neoprene wheel that we use. There is no air. It cannot go flat. The other advantage to this is that it does not have a tread, so it's not going to pick up gravel or rocks and bring those into the house. Lastly, I'll point out that this is a non-marking wheel, so you can roll it right into the work site. It's attached to a king pinless caster, and each caster has a caster lock that allows you to lock the casters and the wheels in the parallel position during transport, but allows you to unlock them in the work area so then you can maneuver the cart. Those four caster locks are located on the bottom side of the base. It's a blue lever that you just rotate down and rotate back up to lock and unlock. Those casters and caster locks are attached to the cart base. What's important here is the chock. These two chocks on the base of the cart allow the countertop to drop down into this slot and essentially remain secure during transport into the job site. Next, we're going to talk about the cart deck. First, there are 20 stainless steel transfer balls on the surface of the cart deck. And what these accessories do is allow you to maneuver the countertop really easily once the cart deck and counter are in the horizontal position, so you can transfer it from the cart onto the cabinet. I want to point out they work really well, so you want to be paying attention once that countertop's horizontal and it doesn't slide off of the cart deck before you're ready. Next, I want to point out the lifter feet. There are 4 lifter feet on the cart. Those are extended prior to lifting the countertop. Once you engage the actuator, those will pick the countertop up as you are lifting it to cabinet height. Once the countertop and the cart deck are horizontal, these lifter feet actually drop out of the way automatically so you can slide the countertop over the top of them and onto the cabinet. Next, I want to point out the retractable tilt supports that are unique to the power tilt model. There are 2 of these on the cart deck. These swing out to provide much greater support and resistance when tilting a tall countertop into the horizontal position. And we recommend using these anytime you have a countertop that's 42 inches tall or taller. Lastly, related to the cart deck, I want to point out the shepherd hooks. There are 4 shepherd hooks. 2 of them are short, 2 of them are long. And these are used to basically secure the countertop to the cart deck and cart base during transportation. The way the shepherd hooks work, they drop down into one of these 4 slots on the cart deck. Once the shepherd hook is on the countertop and secure, you simply tighten the knob to secure it to the cart deck. Next, we're going to talk about the tilt side of the cart. The first thing I want to point out, on the back of the cart, the tilt side, there are 2 long shepherd hook holders in the accessory box, and they basically attach to the cart with a magnet. These are nice because it allows you to transport those long shepherd hooks on the cart when they're not in use. So first we want to talk about the battery and the battery box. You'll see on your cart this warning label that basically reminds you to watch the safety video before you operate the cart, and it also mentions topping off your new batteries before you take it out into the job site the first time. So we remove that label. Your DeWalt lithium-ion battery simply clicks into place. And I want to point out here that there is an on-off switch. This really is not an on-off switch for the cart. It's an on-off switch for the transmitter. And if you fail to turn that transmitter off, it's going to continue to emit a signal trying to find the remote, and it will drain the battery. So to preserve the life of your battery, when you're not using the cart, you want to turn that off. That battery powers these two actuators. These are 1,500-pound actuators. The first actuator is used to lift the countertop and the cart deck to cabinet height. And this is the tilt actuator, which is actually powered to control the rotation into the horizontal position. Next, we're going to talk about the remote control. Step one is to click the red emergency stop button to waken up the remote control. Next, we push the green button, which connects it to the transmitter. From there, it's very straightforward. The up button runs the lift actuator and lifts your cart deck and countertop to the cabinet position. Once there, this button controls the tilt actuator, which rotates it into the horizontal position. Once your countertop is on the cabinet, you return the cart deck to the vertical position by pushing this button. Once vertical, you can return the cart deck to the base position. I want to point out that there are limit switches in both actuators, and you cannot overstress them. They will stop at their intended position even if you're holding the button down.